Good evening, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on the evening of Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. Well, I wanted to do a video to my cohorts, so when I read this, to my friends who come to figure out what the planet Earth is like in 2030, I leave this video for you. If you're still around in the Earth year 2064, look me up, and then you can find out I've been on this planet for 50 Earth years. And here is what I would tell you when you're reviewing the planet Earth here. You called them savages in the report that I read in 2036. Well, to us maybe they were. But in reality, I wouldn't use that term. I would use petty. Because, yeah, they base their societies on profit, greed, exploitation, power, accumulation of wealth, religion, politics. That's how they base their society. They forget about the common denominator, which is the individual person. The individual being is what makes their society, and they don't count on that. And to give you a hint, here in the year 2020, they had that pandemic that you wrote about in that report of 2036, where 2.1 billion people died. And when I read your report, I wanted to find out more. So when I came to Earth in 2066, I did some searching from the reports that they had in 2045, 54, and 64 on this pandemic. And the main reason why the people died was because of the pettiness of the leaders and the society as a whole. Give you an example. Here we are on April 30th, 2020, their date. It's 4 of their months into this pandemic, which will last for another 12 of their months. And their system is falling down. So they're looking to, as they say, open their nations. In the United States, they have to open the country, as they call it here. Remember, there's nation states, and each one of them doesn't look at the other. There's no cohesiveness here on these nation states. China, who started it all, is probably laughing right now because they think they got it won, but they're in for a big surprise when the second and third wave hits later on. They'll lose 800 million. They don't know that yet. But anyway, the Americans, they're playing petty politics with people's lives here. We're going to open the country. Their president says, I have the power to open the country. Yes. Their governors say, well, we have to open them up by region. But the problem is, the more they're starting to think, they don't realize the more lives are going to be lost. Right now, they're sitting at 25 plus thousand dead here in the United States, the empire that's called the United States. Planet-wide, you're looking at 125,000. That's not much. By 6.5 billion is the inhabitants of this planet right now. But their supposedly supreme power, the United States, it's so inept. They can't handle how to opening the country, let alone how to test the people for the virus. They haven't even done that yet. They've only tested about 3 million people. That's not even 1% of the population of 328 million. Their president, like I said in one of the videos, and I was making a joke, but seriously, if I had the power, I would lock them up in the East Room along with their media and throw in the coronavirus and keep them there for 14 days. Because they're not doing much. And all because of the pettiness. They got people like their people that you see on the communications, as you call them. They're actually videos. They're not really communications. They're griping things like this one here, where one of their top getters in this country, called Patriot Nurse, is so petty, there's no difference between her and the leadership. So this is what I'm saying, fellow Ontarians. When you review this planet in 2030, and you bring back in 2036 that we should not intervene in the affairs of this planet, intervening to intervene would be a disaster. So you're right. Anyway, this is your favorite alien, and Bubba. Good day.